Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on what's going to be a hot forecast here as we go towards and through the weekend. Starting to see that warming trend kick in today as we've seen the sunshine for most of the day. Temperatures have warmed into the upper 80s to even 90 degrees already as of 2 o'clock this afternoon in Shreveport. As far as what's on the way, you can see the weather pattern showing upper level high pressure that extends from northeastern Mexico on up into the middle of the country. This disturbance is going to work to break down this ridge as it moves towards the east. By the beginning of next week, that's when we will likely see the heat ease somewhat, as we'll see highs over the next couple of days heating up into the middle 90s over parts of the area. And then longer range, once this moves past, things could get a little bit interesting in the tropics. More on that in a second. Meantime, let's talk about the next couple of days with Robin's Toyota Futurecast. And you can see tonight, for the most part, looking mostly clear. Might see a few low clouds develop very late tonight. Tomorrow we will see that mix of clouds and sunshine, very similar to what we've seen today, as we will stay dry. Expect a clear to partly cloudy sky once again tomorrow night. And as we go through Friday, we will continue with the hot and dry weather with that mix of clouds and sunshine. Again, should be dry for football Friday evening. As temperatures begin in the low 90s, likely will fall through the 80s Friday evening during those games. Now, longer range, we're going to be watching again, a possible disturbance developing somewhere here in the Caribbean, possibly further to the west. This is where the National Hurricane Center is outlying. You can see a low risk that we'll see this develop here in the next week. Now, yesterday, the models that picked up on this potential development had it moving towards the west coast of Florida. Today, those same models sent it up towards the panhandle of Florida, and I'll show you one of those here in a second. Another model has it developing further to the west and then moving up towards Texas. Obviously, if this happens, that could play a bigger impact on the weather here in the Arctic late next week. So let's show you, first of all, one particular model. You can see that ridge and how it's going to break down as that upper level trough now over the southwestern sections of the country moves over the top of it. A trough behind it will bring us a possibility for some rain during the middle part of the week. And you can see all the moisture down here in the Caribbean. That is our possible tropical development, which could move towards the panhandle of Florida and then off towards the northeast. If this happens, no impact on the weather here in the Arctic. Now, as far as rainfall potential, you'll see the impact here in a second. I mentioned it, that we do see the system move further to the west. Blend of models, which blends all the different models together, shows relatively light rainfall from now through next Saturday, keeping amounts half an inch to inch below, I should say, for pretty much all of the Arctic, the heaviest totals over the eastern third of the area. And take a look at the individual models, some of which make up the blend of models, and you can see the European model is the one which sends the system further to the west. And you can see it has over 3 inches in Shreveport and Texarkana and over 6 inches in Natchitoches. So obviously the majority of the models keeping that system well toward east, so it's likely we'll see it move toward east. The point of this is that we'll have to keep a close eye on it, because if it does move towards Texas, we would see a lot more rain and bigger impacts from that potential system. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about something that's more than a week away. There's still some fine tuning to be done. Just wanted to raise the flag that this is going to be something to watch as we go through the next week to 10 days. In the meantime, your forecast tonight, no main concerns, as we'll see a mostly clear sky. Temperatures will be in the 60s and low 70s, right around 70 in Natchitoches, 72 in Shreveport, 68 in Texarkana. Tomorrow, I expect lots of sunshine. It will be hot. 94 in Shreveport, 91 in Minden, 92 in Texarkana, and 92 also in Marshall. Your 10-day forecast shows the dry weather through the weekend, through Monday and Tuesday. We will see the possibility of rain on Wednesday, and then I kept a chance of rain just out of respect for that one model late next week. It would be late in the week that system, if it were to move further to the west, would arrive here in the Arctic. If it appears apparent that that's not going to happen, those rainfall chances you see there Thursday, Friday, Saturday will go away. Point is too is that we will see a cooling trend. Temperatures by late next week should fall into the low to middle 80s for highs, and lows will retreat to the middle 60s eventually. So all in all, lots of heat as summer ends with summer-like temperatures, but we should cool off a bit as we go through next week with a chance of rain by the middle of the week.